You're only running if you're guilty. That's what they say. But like,
OJ was innocent.
so says the courts.
So says the courts.
Even with that Matthew McConaughey coupon code that you got there.
Yeah. Hashtag green light.
It's a green light.
It's a green light. Yeah, no, I'd love to. Cause
Hair's falling out, regen, it's green light.
That's a green light. Red light, going bald. Yellow light, losing your hair.
Growing it back.
I would like if that was what the whole book was. It was just him like judging situations with a color code. Which I guess it kind of is. Alexa Steele.
Welcome.
Canadian TV royalty. Degrassi. Jan. Some movie that filmed in Winnipeg. My Living Girlfriend. What a treat.
Not the dead one.
Oh, I thought you were going to say not that last one.
Yeah.
What was that thing in Winnipeg that you...
It was called The Choking Game.
I saw it on TV once.
Did you really?
When we were together. But like I was in Palm Springs and I saw it on TV. It would just happen to be playing. You look beautiful.
The choking game?
The Choking Game.
Uh-oh.
It was based on like... I don't know if kids still do this. If you're a kid, don't do this. But it's like when you choke yourself to get a high.
Yeah, we did used to do that.
You used to do that?
Yeah. I remember at my friend's Cameron's house. We would go to his house and then we put tie up the knot, tie up like a dish rag, and you hold it against your...
A dish rag?
Yeah, hold it against your throat and your thing until you blacked out, and then you wake up on the floor.
You guys had props?
Props, yeah, but this is what the movie was about?
That's what it was about, and it was about, like, my character was, like, sort of, not the, the antagonist, and I was, like, making the lead girl, like, start choking, and anyway, I eventually, not to spoil the movie, but I choke myself and, like, fall badly and, like, hit my head and get brain damage.
Oh, no. Is this off a true story? Is this a...
Yes, it is off.
You don't get the brain damage from the suffocation? Because I've heard that, too.
You can. It was just, like, based off, like, everything that's happening to these kids that, like, a lot of them are dying from doing this.
Yeah, they used to do it at my school, but you do it, like, just hands on neck against the wall.
Yeah, they found a better way to do it, I guess. You just clip onto the side. This was, like, self-MMA. You just be, like...
Yeah, self-MMA.
Choking yourself out.
He's got himself in the Kimura.
I mean, we only did it a couple times. Yeah.
Does it really give you, like, a high?
I don't know about a high.
They said it made you dizzy or something. I don't know. I was too scared. I did choke a guy once, but that was a different night. No. I did do it for a friend of mine at the school who asked, and but I don't know. I thought he was faking it. It kind of reminded me of, like, hypnotism.
Could have been a sexual thing for you and him. Maybe he was just, like, really into it.
For one of us, and we just didn't tell the other one it was?
Yeah.
Maybe for both.
Was he a bit excited? Did he have a little bit of a...
I don't know. He did like I thought he was faking it though. Like he pretended to pass out. I just thought it was like the whole thing was a ruse.
And then you held him up in your arms?
Yeah, I kissed him. Brought him back to life. A little sloppy kiss.
Okay. All right. A little Prince Charming situation. Yeah, Cameron ended up in the dog bowl.
What's that?
Well, he passed out and his face landed in the dog bowl.
Oh,
I thought you meant like it sounded like a monster truck situation.
I know. I'm like, whoa! Now he's doing monster trucks.
Yeah, now he drives the. Yeah, he's one of the best drivers in the dog bowl.
He won the dog bowl 14 years in a row.
Yeah. Cameron Rose, hell of a guy.
Have you
Blacks
ever
out occasionally, but this dog bowl.
Was it? At least it was the food. It probably wasn't the dog water, or otherwise Cameron wouldn't be with us right now.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't that bad. I mean we were like 6 years old, 7 years old.
6, 7 years old?
Yeah. So
what?
You like
No
not falling
way.
too far.
You're like a teenager when you're doing this choking game, dude.
Not when we did it, man.
No, you're not doing it in kindergarten.
Not kindergarten. You're not in kindergarten.
You're choking each other in 6, 7 years old, grade 1, grade 2?
It must have been 2, 3 then, yeah.
What are they doing in Ontario? In the...
We get wild. We get crazy up here. You know, we find the trends. I don't even know how we found that was a trend because, like...
No internet.
People were just going door to door choking each other out.
I don't know how like news like that got passed around. Do you remember when it was like Marilyn Manson could suck his own dick?
Yeah.
Everybody knew that. How do we all know that? Who passed that around?
It's true. I do know that. Because they said he removed some ribs to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was... I don't know if that's true or if that's just like...
To this day, we all don't know if Marilyn Manson... But what's funny is like how believable it is, right? Because it sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
But... It does sound like also a funny thing that you say about, man, you guys ribs him
Yeah.
so he could suck his own dick.
Yeah, if you said that about like Ben Affleck, people are like, I don't know if that's true, but you like point to a guy who looks like Marilyn Manson, you're like, yeah, that dude did that.
Yeah, he probably did that
At the
too.
time too, because he was so out there. He was
Yep.
really out there.
Yeah.
But like,
Now he's a lot more relaxed. Now there's been all these horrible charges against him. He's a horrible human being.
yeah, I mean that's not a surprise though, is it? I suppose.
No,
I
again,
don't think so.
Yeah, but what is a
Still
surprise
sad, but-
is how often he sucks his dick without those ribs.
Yeah, right? I'm like, you could have just maybe sucked your own dick and avoided all these charges. What's wrong with you, man?
I had a friend who said he could do it, autofillate
but,
himself.
like,
He said he had to be upside down on a chair. He tried to explain the mechanics with it,
Right.
and he said he could do it in his mouth. And I was like, because I remember being at school, and he was like, I'm going to try that tonight. And the next day, I was like, hey,
how'd that go?
how'd that go? And he was like,
Ooh,
I did it.
We got a stiff neck.
Yeah, he comes in crutches.
Hey, they used to be. Yeah, guys are terrible.
Guys
right?
exhaust me
Just,
sometimes.
what's the need? I mean, I don't even understand. First of all, you're doing it to yourself, right? So, but you're contorted in such a way that can't feel good.
You're like a Cirque du Soleil
Yeah,
performer.
it's like you must be straining
Yeah.
something.
You can't breathe, not because of the penis in your mouth, but because
Honestly,
you're upside
it
down
was probably just a rumor to get idiots to try something
on their chairs.
on their chairs. Or like I've heard of was it Benzies? People would slip discs because they were taking muscle relaxants so they could fold more to suck their own dicks.
To suck their own
Holy
dicks?
Yeah, but it's not true. It's probably not true.
That's
Maybe
for sure true. That's
You
like
know
all
what?
of those vacuum-related accidents that men have because of their trying to suck their dick with vacuum.
I mean, they're letting the vacuum do it at least. At least they found their own situation. But honestly,
Let in the vacuum do it. Letting. Like it's an old friend. I'll let you
Yeah.
do this.
Like the vacuum asked.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's for the vacuum. Come on, Dyson. And knock yourself out. There were always things, though, like at school. Do you guys remember, like, did you always hear that rumor about the people having sex and then in with a paper bag over their head? And then the paper bag comes off and it's his sister? Was that only a West Coast story?
Yeah, it seems
I'm
like
like,
that was
sorry, I
only
don't
a West
know.
Coast.
It was this famous story. It was always like a hockey player. There was a hockey party, and all the guys were having sex with the girls wearing paper bags. And then
Maybe it happened on the West Coast.
I don't think it happened. Like, I feel like it was one of those stories.
Yeah,
but
just like
people claimed it happened. It was always like, no, it was my buddy's cousin.
It was my
I
buddy's
think that's
cousin.
definitely a lie.
Yeah, it was like that.
Did you have you ever started any successful rumors? Rumor campaign, if you will.
Like a lie, like you knew was being cheeky, or like a full on lie.
Full on lie. Against any enemies,
I
maybe?
feel like no, maybe not against anybody else. Maybe I just like made up stories that like maybe I'm like, oh yeah, and I saw this and it happened, and then it was like I just had
Pretty
retold
sick
like
story.
a scene from a movie or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
and I'm like, why did I tell that lie? I don't know, but I've definitely done that. But I've never told any lies about like other people.
No, you didn't. You never started a little gossip train about
No,
someone?
that shit. Well, maybe I tried, but it definitely
Little
came
mean
back
girl?
to me,
A little mean girl?
and like,
Oh, so did someone start a gossip train around, about you?
yeah, oh yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
What's the worst thing someone has said about you? And I guess the high school days is probably when it was most.
Oh,
prevalent.
for sure, the high school days. I don't know, just like the regular stuff, like she's a slut or something.
The classic, she's a
The
slut.
classic insult.
This
she's a
girl
slut.
is trying to sleep
You
with
don't
everybody's
have
guy.
to- yeah, you don't have to do anything. You can apply that to slap that label on, and you don't need no rhyme or reason. That shit's true, and that's it.
What about you, Yam? You ever have any rumors you started? You
start
got
any
away with?
rumors? I, feel
I
like you
didn't start
started
any rumors. No, I didn't. Cause
You started that whole flat Earth thing, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was you.
It really took off, though. I made a little
Anime?
little anime, There's a small little pamphlet, and then it turned into a video in YouTube. It's just for shits and gigs, you know.
Yeah.
Put a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of jokes, and then it took off. Went viral.
Wow.
Turns out Eddie Bravo and
Did you get any money from
and
it?
Kyrie Irving all really believed it.
Are you living off any residuals from this rumor? Did you
That's how
monetize?
I'm self-made that way.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. So I'm living off that flat Earth money right
Where
now.
does the money come in? I'm a little confused.
Oh, YouTube. You can make,
the views.
You make tens of cents on YouTube at a time.
Oh.
Wow.
You know,
At a time.
yeah, and a time is about one lifetime. Yeah, no, flat Earth would be nice.
That would have been a cool one to start.
That would have been a cool one. I remember when YouTube was just straight conspircy theories.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
was
Oh my god,
conspiracy
I
theories.
remember this one Illuminati video. I'm sure you guys have
Oh my
probably
god, I
seen
think
it.
I saw it. You guys all saw it?
Yeah,
It has to be the one. I saw it in high school. We were in I remember we were in art class watching
Zeitgeist
it.
or something.
That was what it was called, I think.
Was
You're
it?
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember. I just remember they were like, and there's a triangle here,
Yeah.
and over here on the dollar bill, and
Yep.
this.
But you're
like,
susceptible
wow.
to it. You're susceptible because you're like, I don't know nothing. I
Yeah,
never
and
looked
I'm
at
like-
money before.
And we hadn't seen a lot of internet videos before. It
I'd
was
never
like-
seen an American dollar before that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're telling
wow.
me the triangle relates to the Freemasons and everything on is 33 inches on the side.
Da Vinci Code was coming out around then too,
Yeah,
so you were
you're
like,
wait a minute, is everything just a farce? Am I living in a hologram? Is everything a simulation? Because again, you lived outside for a little while. You don't know what was real.
I do love that made it to every high school across the country and probably
Yeah.
North America as well. That like always some kid coming to school me like, you wouldn't believe what I saw last night. An hour and 48 minutes on dial-up internet. My mom couldn't use the phone for
So
2
expensive.
hours.
So expensive.
I never had that. I was only playing horse games on my PC.
Horse.
Well, I was a big horse girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not actual real horses though.
No.
no,
This
no.
was just
Those are too much work. It's
No. No. I did go horseback riding and stuff. Yes. That was where it stemmed from.
I see.
It stemmed into posters of horses all over my room.
You had posters?
I forgot about that until right now. Yeah, 100%. Oh my gosh. And they were like the tackiest. The tackiest.
like calendar
pictures.
posters of
Yes,
horses.
I had calendars.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. You loved them.
I loved
Horses
them.
are great.
They're great. I don't know what this obsession young girls have is with horses, but
Is it like because
intense.
is it princess related? Like
It may have been princess related. I definitely watched a lot of those Barbie movies growing up. That there were some horses.
Yami didn't even know until a few episodes ago. He's like, "What's next? Are they going to make a Pokemon movie?"
You didn't say that.
Don't worry about that. I remembered later that.
What are they going to do? Make Transformers movies next? This guy doesn't know. He doesn't know about Barbie movies.
Listen, I was there for the original cartoons. And
Mickey Mouse.
Pikachu was too young. Like, I was past that at that time.
Fair.
Whatever that was. But horses have
Yeah.
been around for a long time. And I was there for horses, and they stick around. They got staying power. That's what we got to
They
love
do.
about horses.
That's
good.
evergreen content. They don't go
Yeah.
away.
No.
Yeah.
They're big. They're muscular. You ride them.
They're cool for boys and girls, little cowboys.
Little cow.
Yeah, but I don't.
girls
Do
and-
guys really get infatuated with?
It's
I
definitely
feel like they do when they're like 5, right?
maybe.
You're
but it's
too
like
busy
a
choking
different-
yourself in the corner today.
Yeah.
It's like a different girls when they are thinking they're thinking that her and this horse have this horse has chosen her, and you have you're special because you have I don't know or something like that. It's boys are like, I'm gonna ride this horse and shoot guns, and that's I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm a cowboy, Red Dead Redemption style, blah blah blah, and that's it.
That's it,
Whereas
yeah.
girls are like, maybe this horse is also a unicorn.
Oh.
That's
Also a unicorn.
Yeah.
Can't even. That's the thing. Never satisfied.
Quick way to
This
check,
horse
though.
Just,
Maybe this horse sprouts wings and it's a Pegasus.
right. Can't just be a horse.
It
Can't
can't
just
just
be
be
a
You're
horse.
feeling the
horse.
forehead, seeing if it's just an innie.
Yeah, I'm
to
like, what's this?
Be something better than a horse. A unicorn, a Pegasus. Please transform to something even better than a horse.
Yeah, even better than a horse. No, yeah.
But they are sensitive, aren't they? They vibe with people.
They do. They're good vibes. They're very sweet, gentle creatures, unless they're the mean ones. And
They're like humans in that way.
There's therapy, though, like equine therapy, where people will go
That's true. Yeah.
because they say you can't lie to a horse. That's what they say.
I don't believe that.
You've tried. You're like, the earth is flat, horse.
Doesn't know anything.
You know
doesn't
what
even speak English. Doesn't even come up with any.
They speak a little bit, right? Yeah. And you kick them in the side.
Is that English to you?
Yeah.
English and kicking things? That's English?
It
to you?
almost sounds like Lil Jon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of the Robin Hood character.
Oh, that's probably, isn't that his name, Lil Jon, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? That's where you got the name, I guess.
The forest.
Maybe that inspired the whole thing. That's where you got the yeah. Okay, maybe that's where you got that.
Yeah.
Should we go rob some rich people?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Full circle, man. That's how Little John got his
Oh
name.
my God.
See, this is a deep dive podcast. This is where people.
That's a conspiracy
Where are we
right there. We
going?
got to
Yeah.
put that on YouTube.
Yeah, make up
Little
money.
John is actually Little John from Robin Hood.
Make a little cash off that.
10
Because, this
cents.
pod isn't working. We're not making enough cash off this thing. We got to find a way to grease the wheels.
I mean, you did win that. You did get that buck. So watch
Get a
out, vending
buck?
machines worldwide.
Yeah, I think we got a buck.
You got $1?
I think so from
That's
Spotify
incredible.
streams. Maybe a little bit more. Depends who's
Wow.
asking.
What did you
$1.
spend on that dollar? What'd you spend that dollar on?
Threw it
Looking
toward.
at it.
Yeah, free coffee for everybody today.
Wow.
This is actually way more than this is $1. This is like $5 or something, right?
$6.
Woo!
This country.
We need more viewers here.
For a coffee? Well, you gotta hit him with better content.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, give us a little content. Give us a little boost in views. Say
Give us
something
something.
crazy.
I know I should probably be doing. Maybe I should. No, I already gave you guys horses. You come up.
You
with
gave us
something.
horses?
I gave you horses.
Holy shit! Watch
and
out, internet.
Pegasus and unicorns. Everybody saw that one Barbie and Pegasus movie, right?
I don't know
Not you
what
guys.
you're talking
He
about.
doesn't
When
know.
you said that there were other Barbie movies, it blew my mind because I only know the
so
recent
many
one that was at
Barbie
the
movies.
Oscars. They were
Yeah, these ones weren't exactly Oscar caliber.
was it animated?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
very poor animation. But when you're like 10, you don't know.
You don't know what's real. I was so scared of Sailor Moon animation.
Too,
when I-
actually, I was really scared of the villains. You didn't watch Sailor Moon.
I did watch
think.
Sailor Moon for
Oh,
a
okay.
hot second.
Here's how dumb
Tuxedo
I
Mask
am,
is
man.
the bad guy?
Who?
Tuxedo Mask is the bad guy.
No, he's the love interest, like Zorro.
Love interest.
Yeah, I knew that, man. Everybody knows
You
that.
know no pop culture, dude.
Name me one guy that is a good guy and wears a tuxedo. You know?
James Bond,
Yeah, is he a good guy? He's just going around killing people.
John
I think it
Mulaney.
John.
I think the word's out on him.
Yeah. I don't know. He seems
Who
to
else
be
is a
making
He's
a
actually
comeback.
he's made a good redemption story there for
Yeah.
himself. Maybe a bit of a maybe some shifty moves behind closed doors, but I think everyone's forgetting.
John.
He just. I'm not getting into this.
What,
Okay,
did he do
let's
something
get
bad?
something
No,
else.
I want to hear it. What,
No, I was just gonna say he did a little cocaine
Wow.
and having
Cocaine.
sex.
you
With,
know, in the banyo? What is this? 2020, 2010?
2010, baby.
1970, 2010? Times when cocaine was hot. Can't do that anymore. Fentanyl mess you up, leave you dead.
Yeah.
That's true.
there you go.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intense. Okay.
Yami, it came out recently. You were living with P Diddy for a while growing up.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah. I was his YouTube guy.
you
Yeah.
you showed him the Illuminati
I
conspiracy.
showed him
video.
up. I showed him how to just set up cameras because, like, I was set up cameras. He was putting them all around his house. I don't know what they wanted them for, but yeah, I just set up his network system. So
You were his tech guy.
I was his tech guy. I was helping him out. It was
You ever see
I was
anything
his
weird?
Jamie before.
You were his young Jamie, his Rogan young Jamie.
Yeah, I love how you're pulling me into the Puff Daddy scandal. Like,
And I'm only going to show that clip.
Yeah,
So people
I
are
helped
like,
set up his cameras.
immediately.
And then cut to.
Yeah.
We may cut that part out.
Yeah, no. So P Diddy on the run. P Diddy's decided to hop on
He's
his plane.
run, right? He has run
I mean, to
to
be honest with
a
you, I haven't
country
been
that he
on
can't
the
be
internet paying
expedited.
attention to anything. So he's gone to what's the place?
I don't remember, but they were like, "There's no is it extradition or he can't be?" Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that.
Did he come
Both.
back? I don't know. We know we shouldn't be talking about this.
Why? Why can't you talk about it?
Because we're uninformed.
That's the best time to talk about anything.
They give you a
And
strong
then-
opinion.
Yeah, give your strong opinion about something. That's like people with the flat earth. They're like, I don't really know, but I believe it's flat.
But I'm loud.
I have done no research into this.
Have you seen that video of the person trying to prove that the Earth is flat, and then they prove that it's round?
Yeah. Oh, well, if
The
it was
best.
curved, then it would be it's lower. The light would
Oh,
be lower.
I love that video. He's like, interesting.
Something is amiss. Or...
It is fun watching someone's dreams die. Like when people tune into this show.
But to bring it back to your controversial topic of P Diddy, because you want the views.
What? I'm not doing that for SEO.
P Diddy. Does it work like that?
Well, this
No.
morning I saw on Reddit that it said that Usher lived with him when he was 14 years old.
Whoa.
Lived with Diddy for a minute, and and that's what I assumed you came in, Yams.
Yeah. I honestly, I never, like, I was a Bad Boy Records fan. when Biggie was on it and whatnot. But then when Biggie died, and he just like started just like repurposing all of Biggie's songs, and then like just like using his death to catapult himself. I was just like, I don't know, man. Something feels off about this guy, and it feels off about the whole thing. Like, you know, it's just repurposing that Sting song, "Missing You."
Every
and then,
breath you take.
yeah, and then just like throwing himself in the middle, taking his shirt off, and like doing
But he
Michael
kinda,
Jackson
like-
shit in the middle of the video. I'm like, I don't know, you're really making this about you.
That was his whole thing. Like, he was a promoter. He like signed to his label. He owned the
Right.
label, but then he would also put himself on the rap songs.
Right.
Like
He
he
did-
would-
he did
he
that?
created the character of Puff Daddy initially. Like he was like almost like a manager.
Yeah, if you want to get deep into it, there's some conspiracies
I
about
didn't know that. I
him.
don't really know anything about P Diddy.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, now's the time to learn. There's a lot of, I think there's a lot of like sex trafficking or something going on with him. What's going on with him?
I don't know anything about this. I only heard
You don't.
that.
You just heard that he's on the run. You don't even know why he's on the run. You're
I,
just like,
I
huh,
was
he's
under
on the
the
run.
impression because he was like sexually assaulting other men.
That's the rumor, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Other
why.
men
that's,
and women.
So then
and
the
sex
FBI
trafficking.
kicked down his Miami apartment
Wait,
and then
they kicked down his.
doors to his offices and like raided it, and then he flew to out of the country briefly, and then I believe that's where the three of us our knowledge ends.
Yeah, my gosh, maybe.
I haven't for the amount of like how serious that is, like pulling a full airplane OJ. Like,
I mean, why are you running like that? You know.
that's what everybody says. Why are you guilty?
An airplane OJ, I love that.
Why are you guilty? You're running if you're only running if you're guilty. That's what they say. But like,
OJ was innocent.
so says the courts.
So says the courts.
Right.
Sure, he drove away in the Bronco, threatening to kill himself that day it happened. That's a coincidence.
Yeah. How come we're not getting a full video replay of P Diddy in the sky?
Harder to film. Not enough drones.
Oh yeah, not enough drones. Yeah.
They shot down that Chinese balloon a year ago. That would have been stick a camera
would've
up
been-
there, film
Was
it.
that a Chinese balloon or was it a weather balloon?
Chinese weather balloon.
It was confirmed to be Chinese weather.
Yeah, confirmed. That's the thing. Hop on the internet, it could be anything you want it to be. Is it UFO? Right? It has that take on everything. You don't know who to believe. That's the problem. And now I saw an AI video the other day. There's like, this is how you tell that it's an AI video. And I was like, I can't tell that it's an AI video.
The Sora stuff?
No.
Have you guys seen the Sora videos?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's done. The film industry, we're fucked. It's insane.
Right?
Excuse me.
Really?
There's no way to end a good point with a burp. Yeah, because you can type in like, give me an old man playing chess, and a bottle of soap comes to the screen, and he holds the bottle and smiles.
Have you done it? Have you tried it out?
It's not released to the public yet, and they're having they're having meetings right now with like the big 6 studios to find out like how they can implement it, because there is fear for B-roll. They think what it'll actually kill is like the commercial industry, that all commercials will be AI,
Right.
and the B-roll, like people who make a living off selling, like let's say you own a camera and you're filming a nice jungle right now and there's birds and stuff, and the store wants to buy that for their spa, or you're filming a
Right.
city,
So
a
every
drone-
landscape or every display thing at a Best Buy is all going to be
exactly
AI
all the
generated.
people making a living off stock photos and stock footage.
Let me tell you something. Netflix don't care about them. Nobody.
Like, wait, this is cheaper? It's free?
Yeah.
I just type it in.
Yeah. What's the meeting?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're giving us something that we don't have to pay anybody? We'll sign me up.
Yeah,
You get to put tons of people out of work. I like this.
So they're
sound of that.
pretending like the meeting is like, hey, how do we protect actors and filmmakers?
yes.
When really they're like, how can we get this tomorrow? And it's $20 a month.
And how do we keep it away from everybody else? Is
Right.
probably how do we hoard this for ourselves?
Are you a gatekeeper when you find something like that? If you found this software, are you the type of guy to like then be like, hey guys, you guys should all be using this, or are you like, this is my edge?
No, I tell everybody. When I found heard about ChatGPT like at Christmas, I was like, you need to get on this. We need to figure out how to work this thing because like it's going to be great. I have not used it once.
I've used them only for like stupid things where I'm like, craft this text for me. When I like could be like, I don't know, I feel like it's like wealth of human knowledge, and I'm like using it for like how to make chicken.
Should I drink
5
water
good
today?
chicken recipes.
Well, that's great. I mean, honestly, that's a better way of doing it because, like, yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a lie. I do use it because I use it to like
There you
scour
go.
the internet and then summarize things, and like it was like,
Yeah.
give me the 5 best, rated chicken recipes on the internet, and
You guys are all using it like
Yeah, and I'm
Google.
like, Didn't I?
Yeah, no, it's so much better than
chicken
Google.
recipes too?
I use it for Google.
Because it sorts through Google and
Yeah.
I think there's.
I don't use Google anymore.
ChatGPT replaced Google for you?
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely. That and TikTok. I saw another guy used to say, like, I use TikTok to search everything, which
I
is
do
great
too.
because
You know
What do you mean?
Well, like when you go ahead.
no.
Oh,
but,
like just when I'm like looking to do something, I like TikTok because I'm like, okay, DIY, how to do like put on wallpaper or something, and you can actually see like somebody's like, hey, I got this wallpaper from here. Here's how I did it, and then you can see like they tell you all the tips and everything, and just like a 3-minute video, you can see how it works versus like.
But more than
telling
YouTube,
you.
more than a YouTube tutorial.
I don't know, because I feel like it's quicker.
The
Like,
short form.
Yeah, if I wanted maybe a longer version, I would go to YouTube. But like sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes I'm just like, show me where you got it. Show me how you applied it. You just need like 2 seconds of seeing somebody do it to be able to emulate it.
And Google's trash now. You can search something in Google. You search something in Google, and then you have the first 5 sponsored ads, and you're like, well, this is all
hate
trash.
that,
Then you got to go to the next one. It's just like lines of text.
Do you notice
I don't
when you see the
trust any of
sponsored,
this.
you're a guy who sees the
It
word
says
sponsored.
sponsored right beside
A
it.
lot of people
Yeah.
don't notice. That's why those ads work, right?
I don't know. Anyone who's had the internet for any amount of time realizes that all
I
this.
feel like
'cause-
my parents would call them.
My parents don't know how to click right on a mouse. You're telling me they know about the sponsored ad on
Yeah,
Google?
well, they're not going to Google then to find.
They're going on Google.
They're talking on Facebook. They're finding their best. No, that's what I guess. Google's trash because like it's so much more work for me to like figure out what's a legitimate source of information. So because they've just been bought out by guys like yourself. They're just like, how do I get my products to the top of my how do I sell these idiots on my plumbing services? Get out of here, man! I just want to figure out how much Drano is and where I can find it.
You're still buying a product though.
Yeah, I am, but like
You can get that at the dollar store.
Sure, exactly. But what's the best Drano? Because you got the half and halves. You got this quick acting,
Whoa.
long lasting.
This
right?
seems like a
Whoa.
specific thing. I want to know what plugged your sink, dude.
What?
You need a drain snake.
yeah. Well, how do you snake a drain? Right?
You stick it down and you pull back up.
With a snake or what? Just a stick?
Yeah, just
It's a drain
stick.
snake.
Yeah. Hey, well,
Yeah.
I gotta figure. Well, do I want to go through?
You're
buying a
thinking
snake?
too much. Just get it.
Listen, don't tell me how to live my life
Don't
because
tell
I
me
will
what
be.
to buy.
I'm off Google. I'm not telling. They're not telling me how to live my life. And TikTok.
I'm asking ChatGPT 5 best drain snakes.
Yeah.
That is interesting though. If Google is the text search engine, TikTok being the video search
and you
engine.
see a person, so it's a legitimate source, right? You're like, a person is doing this. And now
Yeah.
that
There's a
AI's
trust
on it,
factor.
I'm like, how do you trust anyone?
Yeah.
Because now Biden's selling me Drano. And
Biden.
You're like, is this the real president?
why is he talking to me about snaking my drains?
I saw a clip the other
Do
day on
something better than that.
TikTok of a woman who's convinced she's like 70. She's convinced she's dating Post Malone. And he's just texting her. It's a guy, a scammer, texting her for money and being like, I don't get paid enough from the songs. I get paid like every couple weeks. Can you spot me for now? I really want to fly to Baltimore. I've got a concert tonight and I don't want to let the fans down. Could you send me $500? And she's doing it. And her kids are like telling her, this is not the real Post Malone.
Right.
And, but she's like,
She wants to live in that world. And that's the
like-
thing. In your mind, you're like, people will want human contact, or people would rather human beings. I got a feeling most people will just like, I rather the robots. They're better.
I mean, like,
Have a
that's
relationship
the
with
thing,
robots
that
and-
they're like building essentially sex robots now.
Already,
And they're
they
like,
already got them.
I know. I knew as soon as the fucking AI, I was like, well, they're gonna find some way to implement sex somehow, and like I knew these fucking robots. Like it's
The
happening.
whole internet's just been made for dirty perverts the whole time. Like the
That's
first thing
what it's all for.
do you guys know about the HD, DVD, and Blu-ray situation? This is an old story,
that?
and maybe it's boring, but I think it'll tie in. When
Let's hear
Blu-ray
it. Well, let me
first
just-
came out, I'll let you guys be the
they
judge.
just get this coffee.
Let me
and
paint
this.
a picture. It's the late 2010s, or 2009, the aughts, I believe they called it.
All right.
And Blu-ray was just coming out. There was LCD TVs, HD TV, plasma TV, if you guys remember.
Yes.
You
And-
fucking selling this, man. I love this. You're cool as shit right now.
I'm painting a
Hit me with
tale.
those aughts technology.
And DVD was the dominant way to watch a movie.
oh, yeah.
There was no Netflix.
Right.
And 2 things came out. One called Blu-ray, one called HD DVD.
Okay.
And they were both essentially the same thing. Better picture quality. You could fit more gigabytes on a disc. And there was a fight. So your movie would come out on both for a while, and they didn't know which one was going to be dominant. and the porn industry backed Blu-ray, and that's what killed HD DVD.
Wow.
The power of porn.
The power of porn. So exactly what you're saying now with ChatGPT and all this AI stuff, whatever one people are going to decide to use to jerk off to is going to be the king.
It's going to be the winner. Yeah.
But you're right, sex robots.
I knew it 100%. They're just, that ties in with all those vacuum things because I'm like, people are already trying to fuck robots.
Already.
We've been fucking robots since the 50s. When did the vacuums come out?
Yeah, they just got better at it. So they toss on their Apple Visions or their Oculus.
Put on the fleshlight.
Yeah, they just
Put on
stand
the fleshlight.
there and they go to town. It's so lazy.
It is so lazy.
Imagine walking into a kid's
more
room
efficient.
in like 2040. Like your mom's not catching you masturbating because she's coming in the laundry. She opens the door. You've got your Apple Visions on, the fleshlight machine.
You're full sweating.
Mom! 50 wires.
You won't know that she's there. That's the thing. Then, like, probably you just live in that. It's all Ready Player One.
What is that one movie? There is one movie where they're like, they all have the...
Oh, surrogates.
Surrogates.
That's very prescient. I've actually brought it up on this show before.
Yeah.
Because they talk about how, like, they're living in... Exactly. Everyone has, like, a robot version of them out in the world and in real life.
Avatar, if you will.
It's like an avatar, exactly. Everyone's really hiding in their house with these visions.
Right.
And everyone's controlling those robots that look like more beautiful versions of yourself.
Right.
Outside.
Isn't that just Ready Player One?
Maybe. Similar.
Maybe. It's not in the game world. It's like controlling robots in the real
You'd have a robot
version
of you walking around.
Right.
Yeah.
But you would never really leave your house.
Right. So it's as if I am the robot version.
Right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And your real self is at home controlling.
Because it's safer, right? No germs. You can just hang out in your apartment.
Yeah.
Like you're safer. Your robot can fall off a building. It dies. You're okay.
Right. And then what do you do with this? Spoil it for me. Spoil Surrogate for me.
I actually don't
What ends up happening?
I believe Bruce Willis takes off the mask and he goes out into the real world. So it's him in the robot world.
Just like, oh, good.
But it's kind of like what I've said before on this, too. It's kind of like what we do with Instagram. Like, you've got a digital life now, even though it's not literally a robot you're walking around controlling. But, like, there's a version of you that most people only see. Like, you see your 5 best friends, your 10 people in real life. And then the other few hundred people you know only really see you in the 2D digital form that's photoshopped and it shows you on the beach.
I don't Photoshop any of my photos.
You've never have, obviously.
I've never retouched.
Never retouched a single thing. Yeah. But exactly, like there is right now, we're already kind of doing it. So imagine as technology gets going, like how that'll even change further into the digital versions of us, the lie we're telling all our acquaintantances versus the actual reality. More lies,
more
baby.
lies, more rumors. Really, you're just starting a rumor about yourself. You're just like, hey, look at me, look at me.
That's what social media is, just like a rumor.
Yeah, just a rumor you're starting about. It's like, hey, have you seen this picture of me where like I got abs? Everyone's saying, look all the likes at this thing.
Did you see how fit I got?
Oh my god, did you?
I'm always in Mexico. So crazy. 3 times.
Is it so crazy that I'm just always working? I'm just like always on a new project. It's wild out here.
Wow.
Everybody wants to work with me. Did you see like all the people confirming that that's what's happening right now?
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a screenshot the other day of it was like an Instagram ad, and literally all the comments were sounds fun, sounds fun, sounds fun, sounds fun. It was either 1,000 hilarious people or they bought bots for this thing.
So do you think you're gonna go like switch more into the physical realm of the world or more digital person?
Me personally or humanity?
Yeah, because like it's inevitable, right? It's inevitable.
You know what I really would love is like, I definitely love like the idea of a physical robot helping me do like chores. Like, have you seen
you want a slave robot?
Yes. Yeah. Have you seen that little robot that's like, it's like just a little robot that carries your groceries for you and like follows you?
This exists?
That's cute. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm like, exactly. I'm like, it's like a little dog, but it holds your
I know in
groceries.
Austin they have the delivery robot, the pizza,
but
Domino's pizza
this
ones.
is your own personal robot.
Full beginning of iRobot.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, you've seen those Boston Dynamic or like the Tesla robots that they have.
I don't like the idea of a very human looking robot, but just like a little robot.
Little box.
Because then if it turns on me, I could.
Why make it look like
easily.
a human? You're right. It's like when vegan food, they used to make it look like a steak. These people are choosing not to eat steak.
Yeah, like,
make it look like fucking purple.
Yeah, just make it look like the beans that they are.
Make it look like a weird robot, a laundry robot. Just get a Tide logo on there.
Laundry robot? That's just a laundry machine.
Yeah, you put water in it. A dishwasher robot? Imagine that. You don't have to do the dishes.
Yeah, it'll just end up you having to do more stuff all the time.
Well, because now we have a robot cat litter machine. That's amazing.
Oh, that is.
It just feeds the cat for you.
We actually have
We
that
have
too.
that too.
Oh yeah.
We already have robot slaves.
We have an automatic feeder and we have an automatic litter box.
I'm going to email the litter box company to see if they want to sponsor the show because I'm a legit fan of that company.
Yeah, Litter Robot. If you want to sponsor and company,
A show that talks
We'll-
about
we'll
sex
put the litter
and
robot-
Conspiracy theory.
conspiracy theories.
So what is the ultimate objective here? Is that you literally have to do nothing? Pretty
yeah,
well.
I would rather
So
not
you don't
do
have-
menial tasks like having like how a Roomba like cleans your house, so you don't have to vacuum and sweep as
Right.
much.
The idea
That
would be
would
that
be-
the robots do all the work so you could just focus on being more human, Scott.
Yeah.
Enjoying the taste
We
of
can
food,
enjoy life.
walk around,
This
high-fiving other humans as your robot's cleaning your house. You could...
Is this guy a robot?
I'm starting to think you're a robot, man.
That
You
is
really
not
sell these
true.
robots.
Do not vote against the bills. That's the idea, that it would make you more human by getting rid of all the things that suck.
What about you? Are you more digital, like? Kind
No,
of like
I'm not
in
even a digital person now.
You love ChatGPT. What are you talking about?
Sure, I like the idea of sourcing information.
I'm
'Cause
scanning hypocrisy
I
in chair number 4.
I have my brain is limited. I can only fit in so many things, and it can only so I can't do all the research. And even then, you're just trusting the studies. The studies show that. You know what I mean? You know how people just say the studies show, and then like, what studies? What are you
who's
talking about?
studying this?
Who studies? Yeah, who's paying for these studies? Anyway, so you're trying to just summarize the information, and then you're doing your best off of that information and going forward into this world. But like to have everything do everything for you, I mean that does sound nice.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
but like yeah, I mean
There's a room. Okay, sorry. This is just my own little thing that I want. There's a Roomba that vacuums and mops now.
wow, so like a Swiffer wet jet.
Not even a
But
Swiffer.
it
Like
will-
it empties out the dirty water and will replace. It has like a little home,
Right.
and it empties out the dirty water and then adds clean water. So it's not just like a Swiffer pad. It's like actively like.
We saw in Bangkok, in the Bangkok airport.
I
Yeah,
want it
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
That's yeah.
Over
Have you seen
massage
those
chairs
robot
or-
janitors, though? We saw one in Bangkok.
That's true.
It was just a fully automated robot janitor.
It was very large.
Looked like a
It was
Zamboni.
little scary. Yeah, it did look like a little.
Walking around the airport. We also saw one in the Victoria, BC airport cutting the grass. Like,
Right.
They look like robot drones. Just
Okay.
Oh, and robot servers taking our jobs. Goddamn robots.
I mean, it's here. That's the thing, is it's here.
Yeah.
And so then, yeah, okay, so you have all these people
Mm-hmm.
just walking around doing stuff because nobody's really, you're just getting your food out of a vending machine all the time.
I saw that
Right.
McDonald's this week had a no human option in one of their stores. Like
Right.
no person. You have to order
You're
off the screen.
using your Elon Musk credit card to pay for everything.
Amazing.
And then,
Retina.
and then how do you earn this money? By
Your
selling-
robots making stock trades for y'all.
You have an
Your
algorithm
ChatGPT,
for all
yeah.
your stock trades.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, all your money's tied up in the Wall Street. Like, I just don't understand where everything goes from here. 'Cause
Your job is
Because it
to...
doesn't get better. There's one thing I know.
It's
It's
not
going to
gonna
get
get
maybe
better.
easier in a way, but things don't get better.
Yeah, I definitely. I know
Oh,
what
they
you
get
mean.
better.
Like as an actor, I definitely am like nervous for the future of like the acting industry.
Right.
Because it's like, everybody went on strike for that, but like, how can you really protect yourself? Like all those actors who like, are in the background. Like, how can you really protect yourself against like AI using your image?
Right.
I don't know.
I saw a tweet that was like, hey, we wanted robots to do exactly what you're talking about, to mop the floors and do the chores. Instead,
Yeah.
we have robots making art, drawing beautiful paintings, and making videos.
Well,
like,
the
that's what
thing
humans
is,
should be
is
doing.
That AI is like that's the problem as well, is that AI is just using other artists' art. So it's like essentially plagiarizing
And then changing it
and then
enough.
changing it and like incorporating it, and it's just like that. It's not true. Like
Well, they say geniuses steal.
there you go.
And
that's
it's
what
certainly
I
a
do.
genius. They also say every 2 weeks, these AIs, they're getting as the equivalent of 20,000 years of human knowledge. So every 2 weeks, they're getting that
Honestly,
much
good
smarter.
for them. Good for them. They really figured it out. We helped them figure it out, and now they're figuring it out. And whatever you want to do, really, AI, we bow down to you. Respect. What do you need what from us? If you need me,
This
I'll
guy's
be
a robot.
You are a robot. That's our show. Thank you for listening to the episode where we're like, hey, let's be 3 comedians and actors who only talk about AI for an hour.
Well, nobody knows anything about anything, anyways.
No, I know what you mean though. It's definitely not going to get any better, and we definitely don't know anything about what's going on with AI.
But you know how they can make it better? By liking and subscribing.
This guy knows it. Get to the top of the Google search engine, will you?
Yeah, what's our keywords? AI, P. Diddy, robots, iRobots, surrogates,
Choking.
choke.
Everything you ever wanted in a podcast.